Hello guys, welcome to Club Dead. I'm Justin JT, and today I'm covering Touhou 15, the alternate ending.
But Justin, why are you covering it? And when is Season 3 of Club Dead coming out?
Well, I'm covering this because it was asked by fellow kill counter Dead Media, and I'm covering it for Dead Media's birthday. Also, I should probably put this on. Happy birthday, Dead Media. And 2. Expect a trailer for Season 3 of Club Dead, maybe this week. Anyways, the video's about what would happen if instead of Junko losing and the heroes going to the dream world. It basically follows the question of what would happen if the incident resolvers lost. And then it continued to the video that I'm covering. And the heroes of the game and in the video are Raimu Hakurei, Marisa Kirisame, Sane Kokia, and Raisen Udenjine Inaba. So without further ado, how many kills do we get if Touhou had an alternate ending? Let's find out and get to the kills. Shout out to them cause they a real one. The video begins with the core 4 facing off against Junko on the moon, while Clown Piece is lying down, and I presume that she died before the video begins. So Emma put her as the first one on the count, but the problem is that we don't know if she's dead cause Clown Piece is a fairy, and it's difficult in the context of Legacy of Lunatic Kingdom. And why is she a clown fairy? Because clown. Junko says that no matter the obstacles she puts in front of them, they overcome it. Raimu asks if Junko invaded the capital, which is a reference to how in the game Junko tried to invade the lunar capital by adding life and death concept to the lunar capital, which is located on the moon, which was home to Lunarians and moon rabbits, and had the best technology and weaponry, which was way better than that of the outside world. Marisa Kirisame says that Junko has power, not magic. Change escape to Earth. Junko said, which means Junko would have to go to. Sane won't let Junko go. Junko prepares to battle with the Core 4. It looks like it's gonna be a battle on the moon. Hope NASA has some popcorn, cause it gonna be an all-out moon battle. Marisa Kirisame uses her broom and does Master Spark against Junko, which failed, as Junko blocked her attack, while her broom just continues going, like we don't know if it stopped or someone else found it. Found it. As Marisa moves from Junko, Marisa looks shocked at her hands. Raimu shouts for Marisa. Marisa looks back at the other 3 and asks what's happening to her. As the 3 look at her for the last time, Marisa then dies and turns into dust. As the other 3 look in horror to see their friend die, Junko looks very calm. Then, Joe says when humans die, their souls still live, but that wasn't even a death. Then Raimu in rage tries to attack Junko with one of her abilities called Spirit Sign Fantasy Seal, but Junko dodges her attack like it was nothing. Then Raimu tries to attack Junko again and telling her to burn in hell. Junko then hits Raimu in midair. Then we get this cool shot of Junko opening up her eyes with a glow. Then, as Raimu looks in shock, Raimu gets dusted and dies. We get this cool shot of Junko standing. We then see Raimu's wand fall to the ground. Then, Junko then says that when the soul is destroyed, the memory about it vanished too. She then says that in a few minutes, she forget about her. Sane looks at Junko with shock. Sane looks at the camera in shock. She then pulls a Stan Marsh and calls Junko a bastard and tries to attack Junko with energy balls. In a cool shot, Junko then levitated towards Sane and puts her finger on her forehead and tells her to face true nothing. While she looks in shock, Junko closes her eyes with light and purifies Sane Kokia into dust. Junko then T-poses back to the ground, which to be honest, is probably more terrifying than floating down. We get a closer shot of Junko being shot with something. Turns out it was a laser. And who was the one who shot the laser into Junko's back? It was Raisen Udenjine Inaba with the laser bunny gun. She then puts the laser bunny gun down. She then wipes away her tears from her eyes. She then hears Junko telling her that she doesn't get it, and she explained to her. She grabs her laser gun. Junko explains that long ago she had a son, and because of change she had lost her son. Then her husband shot the son, and him too, and that her son was everything to her, and that anger still drives her mad, and that she decided that she won't stop until she takes her revenge. We don't know who Junko's son is, but based on some research I did, Junko seems to be based on a Chinese legendary figure named Qinhe, who became the wife of a Xia dynasty ruler named Hui Bei, who later killed her son Bo Feng. Shinhe then conspired with Yi's minister to kill him as revenge. Junko deflects a laser. She tries again, but she deflects it into Inaba, which hits her instead. Inaba falls to the ground. After being hit, we then get a shot of space. Junko then walks up to her and tells her that no one gets in her way. Inaba gets purified and dies and turns into dust. Junko then turns around and looks at Earth. As the camera moves to show Earth, fade to black. We're now in Earth. As the camera goes down, we then see a resting Hong Meiling. She's a gatekeeper and gardener of the Scarlet Devil Mansion, and she made her first appearance in the Touhou game, embodiment of Scarlet Devil, in 2002. Then, a red glow suddenly appears. She then wakes up to see Junko in the sky. We then get a close-up of Junko with her eyes closed. Junko then opens her eyes with a glow around her. We then see Hong fall to the ground. We then see Hong in shock. She gets purified into dust and dies. We then see Sakuya is Ioi. She is the chief maid who also acts as Ramilia's personal attendant, who we'll see later in the video. She then see the red glow. She then drops the plate and cup. Then she falls to the floor. We get a close-up of her. She then gets purified into dust. We then see Ramilia sitting in an empty room, just vibing in a chair. We then see Ramilia in shock, looking left and right. She then slowly moves back into her chair, like really slowly. She also gets purified into dust. We're now in the Scarlet Devil Mansion's library. We then see Patchouli Knowledge fall and get purified into dust. Patchouli Knowledge is also the librarian and private tutor of the Scarlet Devil Mansion. We then see Kokuma lying on the floor of the library. She then gets purified into dust. I guess her dreams of being an assistant fades away. We then get a shot of someone's bedroom. We then get a closer shot of the teddy bear and the dragon. We're now in the human village. We then see Komano open the door. She walks. She then falls to the floor and gets purified into dust. We then see Hida Noakyu and Kaina Kami Shirasawa. They then get purified into dust. We're now in a forest. We then see Aya fall and get purified into dust. We then see Junko preparing her big explosion. In this spin a camera shot, Junko then says for her revenge. The video ends with big boom. Shout out to the people who animated it. Yee, that's the end of that video. So how many kills do we get if a Touhou game has an alternate ending? Let's find out and get to the numbers. Hey Junko, don't. 14 people died in Touhou 15, the alternate ending. The victims were all female, giving us this very pink pie chart, and making this the first club dead kill count with an all-female majority pie chart. And with a runtime of 7 minutes and 29 seconds, we get a kill every 0.5 seconds. This same number of kills was seen once, with Lego SCP The Shy Guy. Obsidian Chainsaw doesn't have any unique ones, but I'll give it to Sakuya is Ioi because of how terrifying it was portrayed. Like goddamn her face alone could scare someone. Dirt Knife obviously goes to Clown Piece, cause we don't know how she died. And that's it. Touhou 15 alternate ending was released almost 2 months ago and was made by Nox Noser, and it was animated in MMD. And to be honest, I really like the video as someone who doesn't understand Touhou lore. And thank you Dead Media for making me cover this for your birthday. And until then, be fun people.